Hey everybody, Trav.Builds here. Merry belated Christmas, if that's a thing. If it isn't, well, it is now. It's the day after Christmas. I hope you all had a beautiful day yesterday with family, friends, or even by yourself, if that's how you celebrate Christmas. I just want to bring you guys an update video. I haven't posted in months. I feel terrible about it. I just, the whole camera thing, sometimes it drives me crazy. I've tried to film over the last few months. I just can't get into it. The camera's always in my way. I'm going to try to change that for 2024, get you guys some more content on this Turbo 1985 C10 build. Let's jump right into some things that we've done over the last few months, get everybody caught up to speed. If you've been following along, great. If you haven't, I'll give a brief overview of what's going on. I want to keep this video around 10 minutes or so because it's just going to be me rambling on and on and on. So let's start over here with the engine and trans. It's a little dark over here, so don't mind me. Here she is in all her glory. The engine is basically ready to go other than like the front drive, throttle body, got to bolt that down, everything. So if you don't know what's going on here, I bought this engine for my 1985 Chevy C10. I bought it 5.3 for a couple $100, got it home, eventually tore it apart to find out that it was a 4.8 liter. I didn't know what I was getting into. The guy was like, hey, it's a 5.3, sure. I've since had somebody talk to that guy because I lost his number and he actually feels really, really bad. But I'm like, dude, it's been years. Like I bought this engine like 2 years ago. I don't care. So if you don't know anything about this, it's a 4.8 liter. It's got a BTR 4.8 turbo cam in it. Don't know the specs off the top of my head. MLS head gaskets, Melling high volume oil pump, BTR springs and push rods, Holley mid-rise with adapter plates because this is actually a square port and this is your cathedral port. There was a mix-up when I bought this. It was just easier to just get these than deal with shipping this back and whatever. I have a Dirty Dingo turbo manifold, 46 millimeter precision wastegate. What are you doing? We're actually going to be moving this wastegate to come right off of this elbow. It's going to make things a lot easier. VS Racing 7876 turbo. Nice oil feed line just kind of hanging out there. Yeah, I got a hooker manifold on this side. I got a crossover pipe that I built, which I'll show you. I have fuel rails for it. This is basically ready to go. I was originally going to run a Turbo 400 behind this because 408Es are so expensive. Well, Facebook Marketplace a couple months ago, boom, I found a 408E. The guy was asking like $350. It was an hour away. I messaged him, went there the next day with a fixed roof coupe. Got this 408E rebuilt for $250. Now that is a steal. I've since put a partial HD2 Transgo shift kit in there. I say partial because if you know those kits, if you put them in fully, they're not really the greatest. So I followed Jake's Performance's suggestions that I found online. So it's got a partial shift kit in it. Brand new transmission pan because that one was dented. Brand new factory gasket, brand new factory filter. So that's good to go. I just need to order a converter. I need to figure out who I'm going to go through with a converter, call them and tell them what I got going on. Leave a comment. Who should I go with through a converter? I'm kind of thinking either FTI or Circle D. But yeah, so that's the engine and trans. We're doing good on that. Made a lot of progress this year. I have some other goodies for that I'll show you. But while we're here, the cab. I dug the cab out the other day. As you can see, I've done some body work to the firewall. It's completely stripped of, what gets bolted to the firewall. I think I'm gonna order filler panels, cut the firewall out, weld the new filler panels, take the time to do it. It's gonna look great. A lot of welding that's gonna be involved, but that's okay. I was a welder for many, many years. I have a welder. I'll take care of it. As far as the inside of the cab goes, for a truck that's almost 40 years old, it is in great shape. I thought it had patches up here on the the factory vents, but they were literally just covering them. I got a hole here I got to cover. Another hole there you can't see. They've cut a square out there. I don't know what they were doing. I got to fill in this monster hole they cut out. That one for the old shifter, but floor is solid. Rockers are solid. Everything's solid. All the mounts underneath are solid. I am very happy with how this New England truck cab is. It's in great shape. I don't know what's going on here. They had some aluminum riveted. I'll get some steel, cover that up, weld that in there. But yeah, I mean, I've been working. I've been working off camera. This was a standard truck, had 3 pedals. I drilled out the rivets on the factory clutch pedal bracket. So I just have the brake pedal bracket, save me some money. I don't have to buy a new one. Yeah, I mean, headliner, windshield's very dirty. It's actually really, the glass might be kind of new. It's in really great shape. But like everything's there. The dash isn't hacked up. It's in really, really good shape. I mean, 40-year-old truck. I'm sure the cab corners and rockers have been done, but they're in fantastic shape. So cab's in great shape. So it makes me happy. Back here, we got the turbo crossover pipe that I've made. This is the passenger side. I'm sorry, driver's side, passenger side. I had my buddy TIG weld it for me. I mocked this up, tacked it myself, gave it to him. He welded it. What else? Brake lines are done from the back all the way up to the front. Just have to get a new proportioning valve and then make the lines from there up to the cab once the cab is on. And, you know, brake booster and all that stuff. So a lot of progress has been made off camera. I just haven't been filming a lot of it because it's just such a pain sometimes. I don't know how you full-time YouTubers do it, but I guess when it's your job, it's easy. So we'll go down here, move some boxes out of the way. So Black Friday sales got the best of me. My birthday is also in December, so every year I buy myself a birthday present. This year was no different. So I bought presents for the truck. Look at that. Motion Raceworks billet valve covers. Not only are they billet valve covers, but they also have the fittings for Motion Raceworks catch can. So I got all the fittings here. I got the hoses over there. So that's going to be pretty sweet. So that. Got my fuel rails, which came with the intake. Obviously, I think I've shown that on the channel before. Yeah, so we're making just little progress here and there. It's December 2023, almost 2024. I had a goal. By the end of the year, I wanted to have the engine and trans stabbed into the frame. I wanted the cab on there. That's what I wanted. Didn't happen. But looking back at everything I've done this year, I've done more on this truck this year than I have in the last 3 years that I've owned it. 4 years. It's been like 4 years since I've owned this truck. So I am very, very happy with the engine that I'm staring at in the background, what I've done. I got the 408E, which is huge. Shift kit just went in last weekend. The cab is in way better shape than I thought. So that's going to take me no time at all to get the cab ready to go on the frame when it's time. So yeah, work on your projects for 10, 20, 30 minutes a day, hour a day. If you have the time, go out there and do it. Go work on your project. Because if you think about it, the 10 minutes you work on your truck or your project today is 10 minutes less than you have to work on it later. Does that make sense? I mean, I didn't want to work on my truck this past weekend, but I tore the cab, moved the cab from the other side of the garage to where I can actually work on it and have space, removed everything from inside, went over what I need to do to it. Took me a couple hours, but now I don't have to do that again. I'm making progress. So go out there, work on your junk, hour a day, however long you have, you'll be thanking yourself later. Your project's just that much closer to being done. I've been working on this truck for almost 4 years now, and for a while I would do one thing a year. That's what I would do until the last 2 years. I've really worked on it more. Like when I first bought it, I tore it apart, had the frame sent out for powder sandblasting. I painted it, and that was it. And then I bought the front suspension. I did that. The next year I bought the rear suspension. And then the last 2 years I have just gone crazy and just been ordering stuff left and right, because you got to do it eventually. You know what I mean? I have a goal for this truck. I want to be driving it next year. Next fall is my goal, sometime around next fall. Definitely think it's doable, especially with the way the shape the cab's in. The motor's basically done. Transmission's basically done. It's just all the little parts and big parts that I have to go through now. Like the interior, don't care about it. Put a seat in it, put a steering wheel in it. I'm ready to drive it. I don't need a radio. I don't need heat. I don't need air conditioning. I don't need that stuff right now. I just want to get this thing driving because, you know, I'm excited. I bought myself a little motivation poster a couple weeks back. You might have seen it in the background, not sure. Got good old Cleater McSkeeter up there in Leroy. Autographed. I bought that to try to win the Trackhawk that they were giving away. Didn't win it, obviously. If I did, I would have made a video already. I already have that thing. I would have flown down there and drove it straight back to New England and then parked it for the winter because road salt ain't good. So, all right, 12 minutes of me rambling. That's enough. It's going to do it for this video. Get out there, work on your project today. I know you don't want to, but just go out there, work on it for half hour. You'll thank me later. Leave me some comments below. Give me some suggestions. What should I do next? I really don't know where I'm going to, or what I'm going to do next. I think I'm going to work on, get the cab just done. I just want the cab done. Weld in what I need to. Finish up the firewall. And one less thing I got to do. And then work on getting that converter, which I'm saving up for. So like, comment, share, subscribe. Hopefully we'll get you some more videos within the next few weeks or months. I'm going to try to do better. I know I sound like every YouTuber that falls off the face of the earth. I'm going to do better. I'm going to try. Okay? I'm going to try. So that's it. Enjoy your new year. Go work on your projects. Set goals. Get stuff done. And we'll see you later.